Welcome back, folks. It's Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. Born on this date in 1979, the rapper Yellow Wolf, who was originally from Gadsden. Today, let's talk about the Methodist split that's still dragging out in the courts, a UPS layoff, the New Year's Day bone chilling biathlon. I kind of made that up, and more. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama.
This episode is brought to you by The Farmer's Dog, a service that delivers gently cooked, freshly made pet food straight to your door. Each balanced recipe is developed by board-certified nutritionists and clinically proven to support healthy aging. The Farmer's Dog, guided by science, driven by love. New customer? Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/Spotify. Plus, you get free shipping.
We'll head into a new year with more than 20 lawsuits still pending in Alabama courts over the ownership of Methodist or formerly Methodist church properties, reports AL.com's Greg Garrison. Now, after more than half of Alabama's Methodist churches voted to disaffiliate, some of the congregations became locked in legal disputes with the UMC, which has claimed that the churches were subject to a trust clause that says the UMC holds the property in trust. One trial was held in Houston County in early December. Harvest Church of Dothan sued the Alabama West Florida Conference of the UMC in 2022, claiming the church never had the trust clause to give the UMC ownership of church property. Now, district official Reverend Jeff Wilson testified that even if Harvest leaders didn't identify as UMC affiliates and were unaware of the policy, it still applies. We'll have to wait and see on that. The case now awaits a Houston County judge's decision. United Parcel Service is expected to lay off more than 100 employees at its Montgomery sorting facility, reports AL.com's Heather Denham. Now, it's not a shocking move by UPS, which acknowledged months ago that it was undergoing its largest ever reconfiguration. Then, in its third quarter results, UPS confirmed that it had cut 48,000 jobs at that point. Now, the Montgomery facility isn't being closed. A UPS spokesperson said the company was shutting down one of the shifts there. Football players from Fairhope St. Michael Catholic High School had an extremely rare experience on Sunday, attending an NFL game to watch their head coach play quarterback. AL.com's Ben Thomas reports that according to St. Michael running back Noah Moss, around 30 players made the trip to Indianapolis to see Phillip Rivers and the Colts play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Rivers completed 17 of 30 passes for 147 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. The Colts lost the game 23-17 and are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Now, it could have been Rivers' final game as an NFL player. With the Colts out of playoff contention, coaches could turn to a younger quarterback in Riley Leonard, who, by the way, played prep ball at Fairhope High. Now, if they do that, it would wrap up the 44-year-old Rivers' comeback after 3 games. He's completed 58 passes for 544 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions since coming out of a 5-year NFL retirement. In his career, he now has 425 touchdown passes, and that's good for 6th place on the all-time list. Moss was proud of his coach. Quote, "To see a 44-year-old go out and go toe-to-toe with 20-year-old guys in their prime and be the most competitive guy on the field, it's been awesome to watch." Hey, some guys are not even beginning to reach their prime at 20, just to make that clear. Alabama state parks are offering guided hikes at more than a dozen parks on January 1st, reports AL.com's Scott Turner. The latest of what parks officials call first-day hikes are open to all ages and skill levels. There's no additional cost beyond the daily park admission, wherever applicable. Bring something to drink, like water or sports drink, Some carbs and protein wouldn't hurt either. By the way, The ultimate Alabama New Year's Day goal would be to do a hike and then hit the Floribama in time for the polar bear dip at noon. Now that's starting the year off right. I'm going to call that the bone-chilling biathlon, and I'm committed to do it in 2027. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. We'll be back here again in the morning. Until then, y'all come out and see what we're doing anytime you can on the internet at al.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.